Hey, can I sit next to you?
What? No, you're black.
Alright, students, we have an MLK essay due next week.
How are we going to write an essay on MLK? We don't know anything about him.
You don't know anything about him. I know everything.
Shut up. What the?
What got into you?
A black ghost. I spent my whole life fighting against segregation and racism, and yet in present times there were still civil injustice committed in places such as school. I am the ghost of MLK, Martin Luther King Jr.
My leg.
And I can help you write your essay, my friend.
Okay, teach me the ways.
Time travel! African Americans only!
Why are you guys blocking the exit to the Montgomery bus stop?
They kicked black people off the bus, that's why.
So?
Well, we black people are equal to you white people.
Oh, really? Hey, officer!
No whites allowed! I'm sorry, this is a white area only. Coloreds, over yonder.
No.
Hey, oh, you're refusing to move! Get on!
Under arrest, Martin Luther King Jr.
Why am I under arrest? We didn't show any aggression towards you guys. We didn't do anything wrong.
Because by law you're not allowed to boycott a bus stop.
It's a conspiracy.
Because it's a conspiracy.
Just 100 years after Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation that freed the slaves, 200,000 people converge on the nation's capital to rally for civil rights. They come by train, they come by bus and by air. They come from the north, the south, the east and west. They come united in one cause, to urge Congress to pass a civil rights bill to end forever the blight of racial inequity. This great throng with a cause gathers on the mall that stretches from the Washington
D.C., where African Americans are located, waiting for a speech on the King, Martin Luther King Jr. They are gathered by the Southern Christian Leader Conference, and here they are.
Civil rights!
There's some crazy white people over there.
Oh, civil rights!
Henning!
Civil rights for women!
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free.
King, here he is, ready to speak. I'm James Ray, down with blacks.
Reverend Martin Luther King crusaded for civil rights through peaceful demonstrations. An assassin's bullet felled King as he stood on the balcony of this motel. All over America, black ghettos exploded in rage and grief.
We
Bring you urgent news live from Baltimore, Maryland, where the recent assassination early in the morning yesterday of Martin Luther King was killed none other than James Ray. Several riots across the nation have occurred because of this. Here's an example of one now.
Oh, we're coming back in time to the present.
Did you like the trip?
Yeah, I learned a lot. I learned why Martin Luther King Day is what it is.
Did you learn a lot? Do you appreciate African Americans now?
Oh yes, I appreciate African Americans now.
Really?
Yes.
So now you can write your essay however you want. And
Let us rise up tonight with a greater readiness. Let us stand with a greater determination. Let us move on in these powerful days. These days of challenge to make America what it ought to be. We got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop and I've looked over